Here we are, post-fight comments. Jack, we done the pre-fight predictions.
Yep.
We knew that Takao was an underdog. We went for him. It was level after two. Explained why Martin Bacol coming very early. He had a back injury, but Bacol, we had that badly wrong. Bacol done a good job, didn't he? Backed him up and done the business, yeah?
Yep.
So we both accept that one. Yeah, we had the win right. We thought Joseph Parker was impressive, switch hitting from body to head. We had that one right. Before we touch on the bigger ones now, got one over on you here. You went for your West London mate, Adelaide, and my man from the unlicensed route. Good, strong, 6-5 fight. A great performance, I thought, from Fabio Wardley. And I got that right, and I was going to have a big bet on him had he not had his injury to the jaw during that press conference fight. I didn't know what it took out of him, but it took nothing out of him. Very confident man. One for the future, do you think, Fabio Wardley?
No, I think that stepping stone set him up now for big fights, bigger fights now for next year in the new year. See what he's got planned for next year now. Easily
seen him as now above British level. I think he's right in the world title, European title fight and get into the world mix. He's there. Yeah,
he's up there.
Another 2 or 3 years. Yeah,
another 2 or 3 years. I think for world title maybe.
Very impressive, eh?
Yeah, he shocked everyone. I think.
No, I had it right over you.
Yeah, you had it right as well.
The winner's always happier than the loser. Now come to the main event. Now we sat here yesterday. Didn't even know France's.
Nope.
Yeah. Nagamu's name. I didn't even know how to pronounce
his last name.
Didn't even pronounce it. We just had him such a no-oper. But before we start anywhere, what a performance by Francis. What a performance.
I think he shocked everyone. I think he shocked all the boxing fans as well. From UFC, I think everyone thought, he's just UFC fighter. He ain't gonna know about boxing. But what Mike Tyson done for him prepared for that fight, he shocked everyone. I think.
He shocked the world, and I'll take my hat off to the UFC. It's not my sport, but I'll take my hat off. And very, very nearly at my words. I told my mates it's a rich man's buying money. You put 120 grand down and win 10, or 12,000 to win 1, or 1,200 to win 1. I said it's the biggest certainty. I almost would have said if I had a nat, I would have had it if he got beaten. He very nearly did. But great performance, and more importantly, I like good guys, right? I think most people do.
Yeah.
Francis, Yanami, I've got his name right now, I think I am, what a nice, pleasant, humble man. So I've become overnight a big fan of his. A proper decent bloke and a real warrior. First time as a professional boxing ring.
He took it on the
to take on what the man who's talking about being the greatest. Yeah. Talking about being better than Foreman, trying to get a legacy that gives him the greatest heavyweight of all time, or one of them. Right, and a lot of people believe he's already there.
Yeah.
And let's go to the verdict of the fight. How did you see the fight?
I thought Francis just nicked it, but to be fair, Tyson Fury didn't box. He boxed terrible. I don't know why all these boxers want to fight UFC fighters, YouTubers, TikTok. Boxing should just be fighting boxers. People, if TikTokers want to fight YouTubers or YouTubers want to fight YouTubers, they just stick to their own thing. You create your own sport and let the boxers do their own sport.
Well, I thought Tyson Fury. Well, I agree with that, but I mean Francis clearly proves it here. But he belongs in that sort of category.
Sport,
So in that sport, so we can't knock that, can we?
No.
All his other combat warrior type stuff he's done has set him up well, and he's clearly a talented man in every area and a complete warrior. But I've got to say, Cole Frampton, I've been a fan of yours, mate, but excuse me, I won't quite swear because there's no need for it. But what were you thinking when you said after 3 rounds Tyson Fury was 4 behind? And I think for me this is where the judging has just gone upside down. Because what happens when a professional world champion commentator says something, Joe Public tends to think he knows what he's talking about. But for me, Tyson Fury didn't lose the first 2 rounds. Yes, the 3rd round was a 10-8 knockdown, but going into the 4th round, I had to fight even. Arguably, the 1st round was close. You could have got it even. Maybe Francis.
Nugandi, whoever his name is.
I'm still struggling to pronounce his name because he's a newfound name to me. He arguably he's 1 up. Judge the fight from there. Even have him 2 up, then judge the fight from there. But he tells the whole world almost. He's 4 points up, or 4 rounds up in effect. Well, three rounds with a 10-8, 4 points up. Yeah, and for this reason, Every man and his dog who don't know what they're on about. My brother watched the fight without sound because he couldn't hear it. And I said, how'd you score the fight? They said, I had Fury winning it. And it was very tight. Yourself come into me straight after. We watched it in separate rooms, didn't we? Because I wanted to concentrate. You said straight away, it's very tight. I think maybe just Fury's nicked it. Arguably a draw. But I mean, I wouldn't have taken anything away from Francis if had he won it. Good luck to him. But Frampton, mate, 4 out of 3. Rewatch. You're getting paid a lot of money for this commentary, mate. A lot of money. And when the bloke's who sloshed up there and he always fall behind there, all of his things, the biggest robbery in the world. It wasn't the biggest robbery in the world, it's nearly the biggest upset in the world. Yeah. But it was a very tight fight, I must say. And he throwed the meaningful punches. But the way I score stuff is the one who throws the most punches. Lands the most punches, of course. And as a computerised system, I just come back from the city on a train and I was just reading away and it said, Fury landed 71 to 59. So it's a bit consistent to what I see it, but it was a close fight. But I tell you now, he overlooked him. He's gone straight in, straight out. Did you see? He's never ever done it, right? If you're a good boxer, surely you're a pro boxer. Surely, tell me, if you're a good boxer, you've got to stay a good boxer. He comes straight over the ring and goes 1-2 and taking you out. And mate, he was just ready for him and just blocked and parried. And all of a sudden, he's gone overridden all his boxing skills. Instead of saying, right, you're a strong man, let me pick you, let me pick you apart, and then take you. Because in the middle rounds, as good as Francis was, tell me, I've got a mate in the corner, how do you pronounce his second name again? Ngannou, right. It's good, as good as he was, he did slow right up in rounds 5, 6, 7. And a proper Tyson Fury would have taken advantage of that, or you imagine a Usyk with his engine, or somebody like that would have really made that fella pay. But he just never seemed to be at the races.
Make him pay.
Never seemed to be at the races. And then when he calls Usyk in, and he's starting to contradict himself a little bit. Now, Tyson, I'm a great fan, mate. I think we all are. Let's get it right. Though. You say, you're in Frank Warren. We're not sure we're ready for the 23rd of December. You're not sure, you might need a rest, go back to the family, you might not be ready in 2 months, then the next minute you say, let's fight now to Usyk. So fuck me if you ain't ready in 2 months, you're ready in 2 minutes.
No.
So when you start saying all these things in layman terms, people start to think...
I think after that performance, I think he might retire after that last performance.
Oh, he can't leave on that. He's a warrior. He will come again. The Gypsy King knows he's had a bad night. He knows he's escaped one. John McDermott, I actually thought John McDermott beat him by a round back in the day. A friend of mine actually refereed the fight, didn't he? Kenny Curtis. And he gave it to Tyson Fury by 1 round for the English title. I thought McDermott nicked it by a round, but he was very close to losing his unbeaten record last night. I thought he just nicked it, but that's not real. The real story here is that was poor. I think he will come again. You think he may retire, that's your valid opinion. You might well be right, but I think that Tyson Fury will dust himself down and will say, what the fuck was I doing there?
I think he should just fight. Well, maybe if you don't fight him now, when is he going to fight him next year? Or is he just going to keep longing it out? And you need to fight him now or never.
Well, the thing is, they're 37 and 35 respectively, these guys, and Usyk is what, 38?
38, 37.
Yeah, 37, 38 and 35. If we wait much longer, they'll be old men in the fight world. Yeah, so we'll end up having a Manny Pacquiao and a Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, we're fight when they're too old, not in their prime. No. That's the danger.
You want to do their prime now. Yeah. Win it now, then because you know it's gonna be even. Because if they wait longer, like another 2-3 years, they're gonna be old. They ain't gonna be in their prime. They ain't gonna be as hyped up as everyone is now for it.
Yeah, I just want to leave it on. I think. Cole Frampton, mate, champion of the world. Clean up a little bit on your commentary. Watch the first 2 rounds. We know the first 10 ain't no need to go. So watch the first 2 rounds. Tyson Fury didn't lose the first 2 rounds, as you said. And you set the whole beer drinking, all the old this, that, and that brigade, the whole world waking up saying it was a robbery. You've set it on the wrong tone, mate. After 4 rounds, it was around even. Yeah? After 3 rounds. Not 4 up, bruv. You're getting paid a lot of money. Don't feed shit to the people who don't know what they're on about. Okay, that was a bit of a thing. And Tyson Fury, don't get complacent, mate. Don't just run over, try and 1-2 hit people. You got very complacent. So it's a message here for you young sportsmen. Complacency will cripple you. It will screw you over. Tyson Fury very nearly fell short on that one. He tried to just go out, take this bloke out. That bloke's too strong, too tough.
Underestimated him as well.
So Fury's a winner, but for me, Francis. What's his name again?
Francis, I can't know. I'm not going to pronounce his
last name. We joking now. Francis, we're calling Francis. Oh, hey, Francis, you're the real winner. But it was a great nice boxing. We enjoyed it. In the meantime, tune in.
Oh, that bit of it, no, isn't it?